Yeah, hello, by very good friends there. I remain your humble Mr. Lawrence Chikeze. It's been quite a while I made any videos just to express my humble opinion. But I won't let this one go down without me saying something about it. Yeah, as some of you are aware, since Friday, there have been these trending issues about the very young man, the guy that is called VDM, a very dark man that was arrested by the Efcc. And I listened very carefully, wanting to know what was going on. And, I just want to be sure. Because for me, I'm not a VDM Serato gang members. I'm an old school, I'm an OG. I do express my opinions. If it is right, I will tell you it's right. And if it's wrong, I will tell you it's wrong. I was just paying attention until I came across a particular video where one of the guy who was arrested along with VDM, was brought forward by VDM's brother to come and narrate his experiences. On that video, I listened very carefully, and that is exactly what I want to talk about. Because he stated that while they left the bank, they entered into their vehicles and they drove off. That all of a sudden, a black Helios vehicle just came and intercepted them. That is, blocked them. And all of a sudden, some men in blacks came out shouting, EFCC, EFCC, EFCC. And they now came to them and dragged them out of their vehicles, and then forced them into that Helios vehicle and pushed their faces down and began to beat them up. Then demanded for their phones and also their PIN number. That they went on punching them, and then they now covered their faces and drove off for about he doesn't know how long. That he began to panic for his life, not knowing who those people were properly. And along the line, they took them around until finally they brought them to the EFCC office in Abuja, where they put them in there. Yes, that thing that young man said was what drew my attention, and a cause for concern. And for me, if what he said was true, I would say it is something very disturbing. EFCC, that I know, is a professional security agency that has its standard of carrying operations. So if EFCC truly did that, that means in a country of today where people are talking about insecurity, kidnapping and banditry taking place in Nigeria, so it calls for serious concern. And I don't see why EFCC should adopt a gangster style just to arrest VDM, who is just a common civilian, just an ordinary citizen. I don't see why EFCC should go below their standards of operation just to arrest VDM and the young man. And that's why I'm making this video. Like I said, if what the young man said was true, then this calls for a concern, because we don't know who will be next. Is that a way to arrest people in Nigeria? Is that a way to arrest innocent citizens, even if they are accused or accused of anything? You don't act like a criminal in order to arrest a criminal. So EFCC is a very strong, professional, and well-organized security organization that goes with a profession of professionalism in order to carry out their operations. But this one, if it is true that this was what they did, I think I'll then appeal to the EFCC boss to kindly, look into that matter and talk to his boys not to go with such strategies. It's because as in Nigeria today, there are so many criminals out there. There's some men of underworld, criminals, kidnappers that may want to adapt such style. The question is, how would you differentiate when somebody comes to you and says he's an Efcc and he goes in such a manner, forces somebody into the car, cover your face with your with something and then drive off? How can you be sure that it's an Efcc officer? How can you differentiate the Efcc from bandits or kidnappers who may want to use the same style in order to, pick their victims on the street of Nigeria? So I think the Efcc should not be teaching criminals method to carry out their mayhems on Nigeria. Rather, Efcc should maintain their professionalisms in doing their jobs like we all know them to be. We know how they operate. When they come with their full uniform, with the inscription of Efcc there. They talk to you, they will ask you questions and ask you to move with them to their car. They don't cover your faces. They don't drag you like a criminal. They don't drag people like bandits and kidnappers. I've seen Efcc carry out operations in many places. They come there and they do it diligently like men who are trained. I have no problem with Efcc, but if this is what they did, I think it calls for concern. Efcc is not a thuggery security organization. So as such, I will call the Efcc boss to please kindly use his good office to, at least no matter what VDM have done, he should use his good office to look at how his men carried that operation when they arrested VDM and a young man. Please, because it calls for worries, it calls for concern. Nigerians need the confidence of our security operatives. They don't need to act like criminals when doing their jobs. Sometimes I don't even find it very funny when law enforcement agents want to go and carry out their jobs. They cover their IDs, cover their faces with masks. For what? You are a trained law enforcement agent who should go there and do your job diligently in order to let the public have confidence in you people. So when Efcc begin to act like gangsters, then something is wrong. So that is my concern. On the VDM matter, I cannot say anything because I don't really know what he has done wrong. Yeah, the Efcc have not come out officially to explain in details what VDM did wrong. But as long as VDM is concerned, he is still innocent. As the law will say, you remain innocent until proven guilty at the court of law. VDM is still innocent until the court finds him guilty of whatever offense he has committed. So for now, EFCC should come out publicly and explain in details what VDM have done wrong and the charges against him, so that Nigerians and people around the world will know what crime he has committed. So I remain your humble Mr. Lawrence Chikezi. Thank you very much.